So another day, another new park. Movie Park Germany has been a park that I've been wanting to come to for quite a while, but didn't actually realise how close it was to Phantasialand until we stayed at Phantasialand last year. So when we got our rebook with Hotel Charles Lindbergh, we said we're going to come here. So since the beginning, this has been the plan to come back to this park, or come to this park for the first time when we went back to Phantasialand. And we're finally here. So we've got 8 coaster credits here today. They've got wooden coaster, they've got an Intamin multi-dimensional coaster. There's an SLC here. Oh, there's quite a few. So we've got Mack Mega behind us, which is Operation Star Trek. But I'm excited for this. We haven't been to a movie park in a while.
I know, it's so cool, isn't it?
So,
this is USA.
Yes, it's all very US, all very Hollywood along here. Apparently they've got a good stunt show. Yeah, so it used to be a Warner Brothers park. However, they still have the licensing, much like how Portaventura had the Woody Woodpecker and all that from Universal. So yeah, I'm excited for today. Park hours today are 10 till 5, which is why I was thinking it was going to be very quiet. I don't know, like, the thing is, it's always hard to gauge when you're at the entrance. That entrance plaza was really small, and there was a lot of school kids there. So anyway, we're going to cut through and go to the movie studio ride, which is the Intamin multi-dimensional coaster. I know, there's just so much to look at. I do love coming to new parks. So if we turn right here, assume you can, that will take us down. Oh, we can't turn right here, there's a police car in the way. Next right, and we can go down. But yeah, I'm liking first impressions. Like, there is a little bit of, like, you know, algae growing on some of the buildings, but I think it's well upkept. It's much more of a regional park. We will have to look at the merch here. I imagine we'll be getting some form of merch here. And Lou, there's a wool swell shop. We love these. We love these to bits. Right, so they've got a Nickland here, they call it, but Nickelodeon Land, which includes a few coasters. I think there's about 4 over in this side of the park. So we've got a Mauer Wild Mouse off to the left behind the shop. What looks like a Vekoma or a Zero. I think it's a Vekoma from what I can see. Junior coaster. We've also got a Vekoma family suspended coaster. I believe the Vekoma suspended family coaster is actually the first one ever made because it's got the old style track. When I say the old style track, I mean it's like the junior track, a lot like these junior coasters. And then we got the ride we're going for, which is the studio tour, which is over towards the back of the park. So yeah, not sure on the themes, but this is Backyardians. I'm pretty sure that's SpongeBob over there, Lou. The Wild Mouse coaster over there. It looks like it. Yeah, it looks like it might be Davy Jones from SpongeBob. Funny enough, you saw that yesterday in Phantasialand. But this Dora the Explorer log flume looks quite good. Don't know whether we'll be going on today because it's not actually open currently. Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. They've got a good few water rides here, including a rapids ride called Excalibur, which apparently is a absolutely brilliant rapids ride. Again, we don't know how wet we're going now.
That looks like Paw Patrol.
It is Paw Patrol. There's quite a lot of visual stimulation along this area. It's all colours, all
kids land, isn't
yeah,
it?
it is. Very spread out. There's a lot of room, and now the crowds have like diluted a bit.
Yeah, they've kind of dispersed.
Do you remember that? The barnyard. Christ, that was like one of those.
Oh my
really...
god, that was that film.
The meme.
I love that film.
Oh my god, they've got
What's
some.
the most popular
It's
film?
a bit dated. Oh, here we go. Here we got the rapids here.
Dunkin' Donuts, Lou.
Oh, Germany, I love you. Oh, there's Excalibur, which is the rapids ride, and the ride that we've come to do first, the Movie Park Studios ride. It's got a 5-minute queue, so let's give it a bash. So just off the bat, the theming on this one looks incredible. I imagine we're going to have about a 10-15 minute wait because it's waiting outside unless they've just opened it. But I'm getting very much movie studio tour vibes from Disneyland. They've also got a test seat over there, little lap bar trains. Yeah, this is an indoor dark ride roller coaster with an outdoor section here made by Intamin. Just excited to get on this one. It's the first of 8 credits, and it's up next. Loving the theming as you come into the building, and then we're going into the studio now. Oh, look at this.
This animatronic wasn't good.
I don't think there's even much of a wait. So we've got a pre-show here. Do you want to go at the back for the pre-show?
Meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren, liebe Kinder, willkommen in den legendären Moviepark Studios. Mein Name ist Andy, Regieassistent des weltberühmten Regisseurs und Visionärs Steven Spielberg. Eigentlich würde er euch an dieser Stelle begrüßen. Aber könnt ihr euch das vorstellen? Er dreht heute nicht nur einen, nicht zwei, sondern 3 Filme zugleich. Einer davon ist ein turbulenter Katastrophenfilm, dessen Special Effects seinesgleichen suchen. Der zweite, ein Actionstreifen voller rasanter Verfolgungsjagden in Asphalt zum Greenway. Beim dritten handelt es sich schließlich um einen ausgewachsenen Monster-Blockbuster. Wie schade, dass ihr ihn verpasst. Aber sei es drum, ich fühle mich geehrt, heute hier seinen Platz einnehmen und euch einen kleinen Einblick in den Alltag eines Filmstudios bieten zu dürfen. Ein paar Regeln gilt es jedoch zu. Könnt ihr... hallo? Könnt ihr mich hören? Alles klar. Was machst du denn da? Ich dachte, wir machen die Führung heute zusammen. Ja, natürlich. Also Leute, das hier ist das... Ich bin das Self-Driving Automotive Motion System. Ihr könnt mich aber auch gerne Sam nennen. Man könnte auch sagen, ich bin das Hypnotisator. Hey, ach, jetzt hab dich nicht so. Und spann die Leute nicht länger auf die Folter. Es geht los. Dieser kleine Quälgeist. Also Leute, ihr habt's gehört. Die Tour beginnt. Bitte einer nach dem anderen. Bitte nichts anfassen.
Right guys, so no filming on the rides here as with most of the parks in Germany, so we'll see you once we've been on the ride. You excited for this one then? Let's go. I love all this, concepts for rides.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I like the lighting in here.
I mean, it's really well done. You can tell that it's not quite the same budget as some of the parks, but I love it. Look at this.
So cool.
Projectors on the
Everyone's
doors.
just rushing through because like we've seen it like a million times, so this is our first reaction to things. Smoking, yeah.
No smoking inside, mate. So we've got some mock-ups from some of the rides. So here is Van Helsing's factory, which is another one of the roller coasters in this park. They've actually got a mini model
That
of
is
the
so
roller
cool.
coaster.
Love
So that
that.
must have been one of the concepts from when they built the ride. And then they've got a few of the other rides here. Which, oh, I like that. It's really cool. Oh no, we can't take any props out. They're all reserved.
That's okay.
So, first ride done at Movie Park Germany. I love that.
I love that one. I think it will be hard for me to get top. What am I saying? Top that one.
Like really,
It's hard to top that one
it's the
for me.
park's signature ride, along with Star Trek Enterprise. They're the or Operation Enterprise. They're the main draws for me on this park. But yeah, great little family coaster.
I love that one.
Not
I'm going on that
intense.
again.
Had a nice backwards section. The cars don't rotate, but it has various elements that do stuff. Like you can get a drop track element, which they didn't have.
I love how it goes over like almost the entrance sign as well.
I know,
so
it's-
you can
it's
see
really
what
well thought.
what it will look like before you go in.
But yeah, a great ride. I enjoyed that fully, and it looks like we're going to be going into a shop now. The question is, Lou, do you want to go on the Rapids next? Is this right next door?
I don't
Oh, it's
know.
not open yet. I don't think it's open yet because there's a
Don't
queue.
forget
It's
to
closed
sign.
off. I don't think you do. But yeah, we're going to get our first look at merch in this place, which I'm liking the mugs here.
Oh, these
right?
are
Important announcement for all actors on the set of Star Trek Operation
Awesome.
Could all you Star
One other great thing, Dunkin' Donuts on site.
Cartoon.
I think we'll be coming here later.
Yeah, we're just looking.
So moving on around the Nick area of the park, we have a SpongeBob Splash Battle Ride, which is currently closed.
They have missed a trick. That should be like a car wash area. Like, because there's a boat ride, right?
Yeah, I guess it's
Get
like,
splashed.
we've got the Jimmy Neutron, it's the taxis over there. Jimmy Neutron, Vekoma suspended coaster, and this is what I mean about the old style track. I've never seen one of these family suspended coasters with this style of track. But yeah, I think it's going to be up next on the channel. So yeah, compared to the rest of the area, not maybe the best themed. You kind of just got a few of these signs, which is from the film. I only ever watched the movie as a kid, but yeah, it's a bit outdated. They did. I never saw that. Never saw that. But not much of a queue for this one, so we should be on it quite quickly. So, after a ride on Jimmy Neutron's Atomic Flyer, pretty bland,
cool.
it's just a simple coaster, like all the roller coasters in this area, apart from the Intamin multi-dimensional they've opened the splash pads, they're quite... It looks really cool, but yeah, all the coasters in this area, other than the movie park studio tour, are quite generic, quite forceless with their credits. But this one looks awesome, it's like you can get quite soaked on this. Can you return fire?
Oh,
They've taken the handle off.
That one you can.
It looks like they've taken them all off at the moment. Maybe it's something they do on cooler days.
Let's see this one.
Yeah, it looks like they've taken them all off so you can't get soaked on cooler days. Right, so up next is going to be the Backyardians Mission to Mars. I think it's more of a new Nick like IP. I can't say I've ever known that. Backyardians.
Never had this. I like this one though.
So Avatar, yeah. The question I have for you, Lou, is at the moment Blackpool Pleasure Beach's Nickelodeon Land, or this area's Nickelodeon Land. What are you thinking?
I don't know, that's really hard. They're very similar.
Yeah. So when it comes to actual ride offerings, there's more here. You've got free coasters for the Nickelodeon Land and much more in the way of flat rides. However,
probably this one.
Yeah, Blackpool's is much more compact, but I think this one's much better because it's so sprawled out. The only thing that I'd say is some of the rides, like this one for example, a little bit lackluster with the theming. It looks like it used to be themed to something else and they've re-themed it with that. Anyway, up yet next is going to be the Backyardians Mission to Mars. Just done the Vekoma Junior Coaster, Backyardians Mission to Mars, and right next door is Ghost Chasers, which is a SpongeBob SquarePants themed wild mouse coaster, a bit like the Rattlesnake at Chessington. That one was pretty generic as you'd expect. I'm imagining this one's going to be quite generic, and then afterwards we're going to go over on Excalibur, I think, which is their Rapids ride here. So that is 4 coasters done, that's half the credits in the park. At this rate, we're probably going to get them all done. It'll just be the fact of if they're running or not. Like I say, it does appear that the coasters and all the rides shut half an hour before park close, so we've got to bear that in mind. 4:30 last ride. We're going to be going on the Rapids next, but we're going to go into the Nickelodeon shop here first. Louise loves SpongeBob, so I think she'll end up buying something from here. We do like the look of the generic merch, we haven't been in the main shop yet. Nothing says Nickelodeon like some gangster rap. Right, so up next we're going on Excalibur, Secrets of the Dark Forest. I do like they've actually got no smoking zones in this park, which a lot of the other parks around Germany don't have. 5-minute queue for this one. I like how the English is with an American flag. I suppose it is an American theme park. So not sure how wet you're going to get on this one. I did see a pod ages ago and it's really good, but I don't actually remember it very well. I remember like parts, so I don't want to spoil it for Louise. But yeah, it is apparently meant to be a really good Rapids ride. But we're going to decide if you're wearing a poncho when you see people on the turntable. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, we'll see you after our ride. Louise is all ponchoed up. Like I said, I don't know what to expect from this one really. The theming though kind of gives good vibes, heavy theming. Won't be able to film on this one as with all the rides but it's Excalibur. The secrets of the Dark Forest up next.
Seid willkommen, ihr Mutigen. Ich spreche zu euch in Donauerstation.
Well, we have an extremely detailed queue here. I know the loading station is inside, but the question is, like I say, are our shoes safe?
No, they're not.
I hope so, because although my other shoes are dried, these are the only other pair of shoes I have. So yeah, going into the Dark Forest back at Alton Towers. So we've had a quick ride on Excalibur. Absolutely brilliant, that. Like,
The theming is so cool, and it's all on a really large scale as well.
It is. The one thing about that is you can't see the ride at all. There's nowhere to get off-ride shots.
Yeah.
It's totally immersive. Like, we were reading on TripAdvisor earlier, actually, they were saying don't compare this park to Europa Park or Hyder Park. It's kind of like, but it's still an excellent park, which is hilarious.
But obviously the budget's different.
But really, like, that didn't actually get wet on that at all, really. You definitely didn't need the poncho. But while we're going past this shop again, we're going to grab a Dunkin' Donut and I might grab a coffee before we head over to the other side of the park. We've got 4 credits to go, and it's just coming up to midday. Right, so we have stopped off now. Like I say, 4 credits done. We've been to Dunkin' Donuts. Our one weakness, I love their coffee, but I asked for a caramel shot and he's put like 2 million squirts in there.
Why does it say positive energy too?
Honestly, try that. Give it a drink, honestly, the amount of...
Is it hot?
Yeah, but the amount he's put in there of syrup is just crazy. As for the donuts, yeah, it's crazy. I went for this one here, which is a triple chocolate. Do you want to get yours out?
Mine's a weird one. I've never ever seen one of these before.
Lots of pistachio, but it looks so cute. Like Kinder Bueno hippo on top.
These are like really hard,
They're like
sweet
sweets.
things.
Give it a bite, let us know what you think. You like it?
It's alright.
And mine,
It's quite nice.
and as for mine, I think this is just chocolate on chocolate.
You can't go wrong.
Oh my god.
Is it good?
The Germans say sehr gut. So we are leaving Nickelodeon Land, which we spent all morning in now. It's now midday and we're leaving, heading over to Van Helsing's factory via the centre part of the park. I've noticed they've got all these M&M machines everywhere. They look awesome. These have M&M's, chocolate, all with a touch screen. But yeah, what are your impressions on this park so far,
I
Lou?
love it. I love how it's got the freestyle machines, got loads of food and drink options.
Be careful of these curbs, because they're huge.
I don't need to go twice on that front.
I mean, they're huge. I think this park does parades and the likes of that. There's plenty of things to do. Like, there was a stunt show. Next stunt show is, oh, we just missed it, 12 o'clock. Yeah, we just missed that, unfortunately. It's 15:15 now.
Oh, you
You
know,
can
you
hear
can hear
it.
it now.
So that is actually a new stunt show which opened quite recently. So this is the sweet shop here. They've got plenty of food outlets, plenty of shops. I want the giant Jelly Belly. If you like your malted milk biscuits. Cookie Monster with a cookie. I mean, the little cookie purse is hilarious.
Aww.
And then Lou, look. Do you want a giant Jelly Belly?
You can actually buy that.
How much is he? Doesn't say.
Doesn't say this.
Yeah, plenty of sweets and treats available in here. We'll have to have a look at the main shop a little bit later on.
Stuff, even though there's nothing to do with Harry Potter already.
Well, it's all Warner Brothers, isn't it? Before they have the Warner Brothers trademark,
yeah, of course.
and Harry Potter is Warner Brothers.
Of course, that makes sense.
Have a look at this. It's when I wish the weather was a little bit warmer. These swirl stations where you choose your topping and all that. €5.80 for 5 toppings.
Just reminds me of Salou.
Yeah, they stopped doing them sadly. But yeah, we've got somewhere over this side of the park, and where we're heading next, we're going on Van Helsing's factory, which, like I said earlier, is an indoor Gerstlauer bobsleigh coaster with a 10-minute queue. I like how the queues have died off.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
The plan is now we're going to get the rest of the coasters done and we're going to enjoy some of the chill rides, the stunt show. So, oh wow, they really like Duncan here. So yeah, we've got this one right ahead. Over to the left, we've got Operation Star, Operation Enterprise. There's then a motion simulator ride here, which apparently is quite dated, this, but it used to be themed to Batman. And when you know that, you can really see the Gotham-inspired stuff. but this is now called the Timekeepers. It's a simulator ride. We'll have to give it a go later. As you know, I'm sure it's worth a go, but it's a bit dated. And that's probably what a lot of people say about this park. It's very dated, some of it. Like, some of it has not been looked after.
Imagine it's like 10 years ago, like even like
but I mean in the UK, like this theming, oh my god, it's fantastic. So up next, Van Helsing's, they've got a top spin over there. And like I say, it just looks really good. So this is up next, Van Helsing's factory. Got petrol here. Right, so in we go. I don't know what to expect from this one, but apparently it's another really good one. Oh, it's not working. That's disappointing. A fire coming out your butt? Well, only 10 minutes there for Van Helsing's factory. What do you think of that, Lou?
What did I think of that?
Yeah.
That was good.
It was good. There was only
Reminded me
one
of
bit.
Walking Dead.
One bit that really caught us off guard is like normally those Ghost Lab Monsters, they're quite banked, and it did a wild mouse element in the dark, and it was very like you were swerving, and it was like, oh my god, it really took me by surprise. But great little ride, good theming. I can see what people say, like it's not as good as Hyde Park. Well, we haven't been to Hyde Park yet. Europa Park and Phantasialand, but that's not to say the theming isn't good. The theming's amazing. Give Merlin Parks a run for their money. But we're just going into the next area now, which is Federation Plaza. This is where Operation Enterprise is. And it's going to be up next. It's got a 20-minute queue at the moment. This is their Mack Mega. Has a launch and switch track. Goes backwards and forwards.
Lots of people like this ride.
It is. It's their signature ride, really. You can just about make out over here the wooden roller coaster Bandit and Iron Claw back here, which is their SLC, which I haven't seen it running all day, so I'm concerned that we might not get that credit. So, fun fact, the London resort was meant to have in its concept a Star Trek themed area. So this might be what we could have had. Like, I know it's still on the drawing board somewhat, if you believe it. But yeah, like, it's done well, it's pretty budget. But yeah, I think they've done a good job. And here's the entrance to the roller coaster. 20-minute wait for this ride. I do like the fact that it has all the times up and it's nice and big. I've not really been a big follower of Star Trek. Let's get the queue for this one and see how long we have to wait. But like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Star Trek, so I'm not going to follow much. A projection mapping of the USS Enterprise and some various memorabilia from around. Other than that, I'd probably say this part of the queue's a little bit bland. Also, we're like teleporting now onto the ship. And we're in the Enterprise. So this is the beaming chamber. And then now this is pretty cool. So you've got the flight deck of the USS Enterprise, which they do weddings here, if you're interested. You can get married on board the USS Enterprise. Well, we only waited 15 minutes there for Operation Enterprise. a really good Mack Mega. We waited for the front row. I think it was really good. We sat at the front row on that one. Didn't wait much longer. I think it was like 2 cycles longer. The floater airtime on that forward and backward launch.
I honestly forgot that it goes backwards at the beginning, so I was just like, it's not going to make it. Like the launch is really slow. I was like, this is my first ever rollback, and then everyone's like, yeah, and it just goes again. I was like, oh, clearly that was meant to be.
So yeah, really great coaster. Front row was brilliant. There was so much floater in it, wasn't there, Lou? Like going over their inversions. We're now leaving Federation Center and heading into Santa Monica Harbor. So strangely, this is themed to a theme park in California. So they have a pier called Santa Monica Pier where there's a little tiny roller coaster, but here they've got an SLC. I mean, yeah, the seaside or the pier. But yeah, this looks like it could be an older part of the park. Looks like there could have been some form of show over there at one point. A very rickety wheel there. I'm going to get a copyright strike today, I know it. So that was credit 6 of 8 here. There are 2 more to go, of which Louise won't be joining me for Iron Claw, which now has reopened.
He's made to do stuff like
I'm
that.
one and done on this. It's going to give me a headache. And then we're going to do Bandit over here, which was actually reviewed as the worst wooden coaster in the world, according to Louise, when she read the review.
Not according to me, according to
some random
review.
person. Okay, fair enough.
About this part, they didn't like anything about this part, so I don't know whether to take it with a pinch of salt.
I mean, I can see where they're coming from. Maybe like it is a bit more run down, isn't it? There's a lot of stuff that's like sun faded, for example. This ride over here, the red sun faded, it's a bit dirty. Same with their disco here, their giant disco. But I still think it's a great park. Like it's got plenty to do. There's a drop tower over there after the back going a bit. Yeah, their SLC looks rickety, but. Right, so from Santa Monica Pier to a Wild West area.
I feel like all I do is talk about food.
Like, honestly, crepe's your favourite theme park food. So yeah, I'm going to be going on this absolutely disgusting looking SLC. Like, sometimes they don't help themselves. Like, they're rickety already, and then they just don't paint it. They let it go rusty, and yeah. Right, so it's advertising a half-an-hour queue at the moment. I'm not too excited for this one, not going to lie. It's just an SLC. Vekoma SLCs are known for their richiness, but a cred's a cred, so here we go. So I have just been on Iron Claw, and my god, it's a typical SLC, absolutely hideous to ride. And what made it worse was I had to queue nearly 45 minutes for the privilege of getting the absolute...
It's a 1 minute ride, I read it on the thing.
Oh, it's horrible. They're running one train on it. The operations are so bad that management arrived and were telling them, I could see like they were going like clapping and like telling them to speed up, because the queue was just, it was diabolical. I think I was more irritated by the fact that I had to wait for an SLC. I've never had to wait for an SLC before. We got one more coaster credit to go now, which is Bandit here. I want to say it's a CCI, the last coaster in this park. We're going to do this thing, grab some food. It is 2 o'clock now, which is a little bit annoying how long that took. But yeah, 15 minutes. So yeah, this will be running 2 trains. It's up next is Bandit. Into the queue for this one. What did I say, 15 minutes or 25 minutes? I wasn't paying attention. But then Lou, when I got in the queue for Iron Claw, it said it was a 5-minute wait, and it most certainly wasn't. Seems to be lacking a bit of music around here, and this does look like it might be one of the older areas of the park. It's definitely not got the same pizzazz as some of the other parts of the park. So that is all the credits in this park done now. 8 of 8. It's 2:30, so we've got another 2 hours thereabouts of ride time because the ride seemed to shut half an hour before. I don't know whether that's the same with the flat rides, but we're going to go for a subway because we saw one earlier at the main plaza.
Yeah, I just don't really, I mean, this might sound really bad, but I don't really trust their food offerings. It's not like Fantasia Land in that.
I mean, I don't know. This definitely seems to be the more like, I don't want to say POV park of Germany. Budget park, yeah. People seem to be like saying it's a bit rough if you look on TripAdvisor and all that. Like, I really like it. I'd probably say this half of the park is older. Like, if they were to redo part, I'd probably say the Santa Monica Pier area and the Western area need doing. But we'll be back here later because I do want to go on that drop tower over there. It's a stand-up Intamin, and it looks quite good. So once we've had something to eat, we'll do some of the more gentle rides. I think we'll have a look in the main shop. There's Area 51, which is down by the entrance. We'll give that a bash. As it comes to re-rides, I think we're going to go on the Movie Studio Park Tour one again. Maybe this one again if we get time, but we've only got a couple of hours. And maybe the drop tower. But yeah, all the credits are done, so I'm very happy about that.
Literally, we've just been like chaining rides. Like,
we have done quite a lot today. We have done quite a lot. We've done 8 coasters and the rapids, so 9 rides so far. Not bad as it goes. So we're just right. So back in the middle of the park now, the entrance plaza, and yeah, there's a subway tucked away here. I imagine it's going to be upcharged quite a bit, but yeah, it's just plain and simple. We know what you're ordering. And yeah, they've got quite a few food options along here. There's a burger joint here, there's a pizza and pasta over there, Asian food, and obviously the Subway. So let's go grab some food. So we've stopped off for lunch. Subway, not too badly priced here.
I gave you the bigger half.
We went for a 12-inch Italian BMT, which was €11.89. It works out cheaper to share a 6-inch each. And then Louise, you want to show the treat I just bought?
I haven't seen it. Oh! I was going to say, it just revealed itself.
Milk and muffins.
Oh, cute.
I've always wanted to try one of these. Apparently they're really good. So we're going to have lunch and then we'll carry on with our day. Right, so up next is Area 51. It's got a 5-minute queue currently. And yeah, I don't know whether you get actually wet on this one. From what I've heard, not really. One of the older rides in the park, but it's kind of like a dark ride, log flume type ride. So it even says that water dark ride, including drops and a water splash. But I mean, no one seems to be coming off down the exit wet, which I suppose is a good sign. I do like all this signs, so it's all Area 51 themed. Get some absolutely amazing views of Operation Enterprise here. Right, so once again, no filming on the rides here, guys. Looks very similar to like Pirates of the Caribbean boats. People aren't coming off too wet, but yeah, let's go. Oh, not allowed to film here. I think that's filming.
Attention. This is an important announcement. All available crews to Area 51.
So it was a walk on there for Area 51. A really strange but interesting dark ride. I thought it was really well put together. Plenty to look at. Themed to the floor, to the ceiling. Good animatronics. Few like projection screens. We just obviously couldn't follow it because it's all in German, as you'd expect. But yeah, 2 drops on that, of which the first one's in the dark and it's huge, and you get soaked. Well, I wouldn't say soaked, like,
but like
you get it's like a spray, isn't it?
Straight in the face.
I mean, like, I had no poncho on. You put a poncho on in the end.
It's just randomly wet, but everything else.
Yeah, I mean, I come off that quite well without poncho. So
I'm like happy to go on water rides as long as my feet don't get wet.
Yeah, that's the same for me. And it's the one thing Fantasia Land fail at. Their water rides are excellent, but it's just like, no.
I don't know how you'd be able to stop that though, because obviously water isn't predictable like that. But...
Well, they do design the boats in such a way that water can go outwards. Do you think Mack rides,
like splash boats?
Yeah, they're splash boats. Like, what was the one we went on? Pulsar, at Wallaby, Belgium.
In Park Astor, it's that one that you don't get wet on at all.
Yeah, precisely.
Like
so it's the design of the boat, but like some of them, they just get you hammered. Anyway, we're gonna get some re-rides done now. Yeah. I would like to get back on Operation Enterprise over here. I think we're going to go over and do the movie studio tour one, yeah?
I recognise this song as well. What song is this?
This is from Monsters Inc., isn't it?
Oh my god. Yeah, it is!
I think Disney will want a word. There we go, Operation Enterprise up there. Like I said, would like to get back on that. We've got about an hour before last ride, which the park is quietening off now. We're going to save the shops till the end, yeah? So we're back in Nickelodeon Land, and yeah, the park is dropping off big time now. We've got an hour to get rides done, so we're going to do this movie
Going on
ride.
my favourite one.
I'm going to go do the drop tower after this, I think, and then we'll go on Operation Enterprise. But one thing that's really made us sad, because we were like, oh, actually we might have time. The stunt show, there's only one show today. 12 o'clock and we missed it. We came past about 12:15, didn't we?
Yeah.
Bit of a shame, but yeah, we'll.
If I came back, I'd definitely.
Oh yeah, we'll be back here, no doubt. But yeah, compared to earlier, much quieter. 15-minute wait for Movie Park Studios tour. Yeah, like I say, this is a great ride. I'm not sure if I prefer this one or Operation Enterprise. I think it's Operation Enterprise for me.
What's that one? The Star Trek one?
Yeah, Star Trek one. That's just because it has inversions and it's a Mack ride. But this is a great coaster as well. Definitely one of the reasons we came here. I love the little details in here. So you got magazines on the side.
Out to lunch.
Out to lunch. Why's that not in German?
I don't know.
It's odd. I suppose it's
But
Hollywood,
everything
isn't
is,
it?
look, everything.
I suppose it's in Hollywood. So tours available today.
Aber könnt ihr euch das vorstellen? Er dreht heute nicht nur ein Actionstreifen voller rasanter Verfolgungsjagden, den Asphalt zum Glühen bringen. Dann drin. Heute hier seinen Platz einnehmen und euch einen kleinen Einblick geben.
I really do like that coaster. It's just such a good family ride, and it actually gets me really excited for Project Horizon at Alton Towers in the next couple of years. You know, if Merlin make anything similar to that, just wow. You know, like that. Obviously, it won't be a movie theme, but I just think it's really well put together. It's got all the scenes, it's got the backwards element, the turntables. Probably the only thing that one's missing really is a drop track. I think the drop track would go really well in there. But yeah, it is a really good coaster. Probably one of the best ones here. Like, I'm tied between Operation Enterprise and it's the Launch Mack one.
Oh, the one that the Star Trek one.
Yeah, the Star Trek one. I'll just say the Star Trek one too, yeah.
Please.
We're now going to go over to the drop tower, which is an Intamin gyro drop. I believe it's a stand-up one. Louise won't join me on that, unfortunately.
Stand up.
It's only 60 metres, 200 odd feet tall. But yeah, we're going to go over to that and then probably do Operation Enterprise one more time before it's time for the park to close. So next up, we've decided to go on this ride here, which is Time Riders.
So, just talking about The Simpsons and they're playing this song.
I know it's a simulator of some description, but yeah, this one shuts at 4, so 5 minutes till this one closes. So yeah, we're getting this one. So it is a jerky flight simulator with jerky movements. Hopefully we'll get on this one. It doesn't close for 5 minutes, and that child is just face planted. But yeah, you can kind of see this used to be a Batman themed ride. It had Batman theming on it, and when someone's told you it does, you can really see the Gotham style of the building. Right guys, I'm going to have to put you away for this one. No filming in this building, so we'll see you after a ride. Right, so we just come off of, what was that one called? Time Water. Time Water. I've just met, what's your name?
Dusseldorf from Freizeitparkplanet.
So he does Instagram posts.
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok.
Yeah, check him out guys. So yeah, we just came off of the Time Adventure one.
Subway, that guy.
Really?
That was the Subway guy.
So that simulator one, oh my god, very violent.
Yeah.
Very violent.
If you've
very
ever done
good.
Star Tours, Disneyland Paris, it's not like that at all.
Yes, definitely. Anyway.
I loved it though. I preferred it to Star Tours. There was more to it.
In the last 15 minutes now, we're going to go on the high fall here, which is the 60-metre tall Intamin gyro drop. So Louise is going to sit this one out, and you're going to film us off ride.
Here he is. He's met a friend. And they're riding on this scary drop tower together. Apparently it normally goes round, so it's like a 360 one, but they were told it's broken. Well, it's not broken, is it? Oh no, sorry, they were told that the outwards bit is broken. Not sure if that's true or not. Good?
So a great ride there on the high drop. I really enjoyed that one. The only thing about those stand-up ones is when you drop down, the G-forces on the gentleman region is a little bit painful. Anyway, we've got about 5 minutes before they shut the rides now, so we're going to head over to Operation Enterprise, see if we can get one more ride on that before the end of the day. You enjoyed today though, Lou? Brilliant.
Can't wait to go to the shop.
Yeah, well after
There's
this,
some money in the shop.
yeah, I mean they have got some good merch here. Looks like this is going to be a walk on here, so yeah, not a long wait at all for this one. It's going to be a great way to end the day. Well, there we go. We've had our final ride of the day there on Operation Enterprise, and you know, I've decided it is my favourite ride here. You know, the movie park studio tour is brilliant in its own right, but the floater airtime you get on that coaster is brilliant. Now, we got in the queue a minute before it closed. We were on the last train of the day. We did queue for the back. Unfortunately, we got moved forward to row 4, which still was good. The front row was brilliant earlier. It's just a really good coaster. I really do enjoy it. If you're in the area of Phantasialand, it's not too difficult to get to via train, even though we drove here. And the train station is literally opposite the theme park. But yeah, now all the rides are closed. We're going to be going back through to the shop, and then that'll be the end of our day, and we'll be on to our next park, Hyde Park. Oh yeah, I'd like to think so. Oh no, I think I'm on Main Street.
Definitely not.
It's weird, like, you would have thought they'd avoid Disney. No, I want to go to the main shop, that one's open just along here. You got Sunset Boulevard as well, I don't know what's in here. A few little shops here, but that's all Harry Potter. No, we didn't, that would have been good as well, because there's a Looney Tunes 4D experience. Like their ride review merch here. I'm pretty sure this is actually an influencer ride review. A special collection. Hats here are €20 and the hoodie €50. Does look nice quality, must admit. I do like that, but I'm not prepared to fork out 50 quid on a hoodie. Alright guys, so that is it from our vlog. We've just been to the shop, bought us a fridge magnet in 2 months, just down here. And I've got this one from the ride. I've really enjoyed today. It's been one of those parks that, you know, I don't think we'll visit here for a while until they open a major new attraction. It is well worth the visit. Like, I really liked Operation Enterprise and the movie studio tour. I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Some good theming. It's a movie park done right, isn't it?
I wish Walt Disney Studios was spent like this.
Definitely.
Like in size and everything.
Yes. Anyway, we're going to be leaving now, heading off to Hyde Park. We're staying on site tonight and tomorrow. We've got 2 nights on site. Really excited for that park. Leave a like, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we will see you in our very next vlog, like I say, at Hyde Park. Until then, bye! Cheers.